trying to buy my mama a crib, that's goes from checking out. God got me so you know what it is, ain't no reason to be stressing out. I get the bag and I'm coolie, I get the bag and I'm coolie, yeah. I get the bag and I'm coolie, whoa. I get the bag and I'm coolie.
What is up, guys? It is Coaster Jedi here with another video. I was going through the parks I visited and realized that I have not ranked the coasters at Lake Compounce yet, and I thought that for you guys I should do that so that you can know what the best coasters are when you go there. I had the opportunity to visit this park in early 2018, so it's been a few years since I've been here, but I have some strong opinions about some of the coasters here. So without further ado, let's get started with this countdown. In a distant fifth place, we have the terrible Wildcat. What an awful ride. This is just so painful, so rough. It's just not a good ride. And yeah, it's old, but it got track reprofiling, which did absolutely nothing. It bounces you around, it jerks you around. It's so painful, so bad. Really, the only thing that I think they can do to fix that at this point would be to RMC it. I don't think it would be too bad of an RMC, and I think it would be a good fit for this park, but just if we could get rid of Wildcat, that would be just awesome. Thank you. So RMC, here you go, project. At number 4, we have Kiddie Coaster. To get this credit, you do need to have a kid with you, so it's not an easy one to get. I didn't get this credit because I didn't have a kid with me. So yeah, it's just sort of a very simple, typical kiddie coaster, but to get it you need a kid to ride. At number 3, we have Zoomerang, a Vacom Boomerang, and this is definitely not one of my favorite boomerangs. I found it to be more painful than the average one. It definitely wasn't as enjoyable, especially when it goes backwards. I bashed my head pretty hard coming back. It's just not the smoothest boomerang out there. It's not an awful ride, it's just your average boomerang, probably below average boomerang, honestly. Just not that special of a ride. Might be best if I duck for this one. Boulder Dash, yep. I didn't put it at number 1 in the park. So I had high hopes for this coaster. It was my 100th roller coaster that I rode, and I was expecting it to be good. It was not. It didn't do anything for me. Not only was it rough, but it really had no airtime at all. And I gave it multiple chances. I tried it in the front row and towards the back of the train, and neither of them were good or enjoyable. Really, the only thing I really liked about this coaster was how cool the mountain setting was. It was a really impressive feat of architecture to be able to build that into the mountains. So the setting's really cool. It's great to see it go through the trees. It's just, it was rough and didn't have any airtime to make up for it. I've heard that this coaster had good airtime, but it was nowhere to be found when I rode it. So if I ever go back here, I'll give it another chance, but seeing as it wasn't very great, I doubt that I'll go back here anytime soon. So sorry if you love this ride. I'm sure there are people who really love it. I just am not one of them. I was very disappointed by this coaster. And at number 1, we have Phobia Fear coaster. This thing is so much fun. Even though it's a Skyrocket 2 and we've seen multiples of these, it is so much fun. I rode this coaster so many times while I was there. I kept wanting to hop back in line. I believe I rode it 6 times. It was so much fun because it was a walk-on. I just went back to riding it over and over again. Great hang time in the first launch and in the inversions. I also love that you don't have comfort collars, so you feel a lot more exposed. So much fun, and even though we're all familiar with the Skyrocket 2 models, it's just a very good overall ride that is very enjoyable, very smooth, and I don't really have anything to complain about with this ride. So this, in my opinion, was the best coaster at Lake Compounce when I went. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and my controversial opinions when it comes to this park. So if you guys ever go, comment your top 5, and thank you for watching, and thank you for being awesome. Have a great one.